welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well today, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Jade. I post videos over here 3 times a week, and I also have a vlogging channel if you didn't already know, and I would love if you guys could go and support me over there too. So today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions trial review swatches of full makeup look using this gorgeous Harley palette. It is from the new Revolution DC collection. If you haven't already seen, I did do a video reviewing and kind of just do a full haul on this collection on my channel yesterday, so do make sure you go and check that one out. But today I've been so excited to test this one out. This is my favourite palette from the collection, so if you do want to see me test this palette out, make sure you stick around. So to start off with, I'll just kind of talk you guys through this collection a little bit. So Revolution have been doing quite a lot of collaborations lately, and I've been loving them. But this one, however, has to be one of my faves. So they've done a variety of different items, from highlights to mascaras. They've done different palettes. They've done eyeliners. They've literally done everything, and the makeup bags are absolutely gorgeous. The Harley collection is my favourite collection out of them all. I do love the Batman collection, but the Harley has to be my favourite. It's got this gorgeous palette. They also did a lip gloss, they did a bag, and I think that's it. Actually, I don't think they did, oh, and they did beauty blenders too. So they did lip gloss, bag, beauty blenders, and this palette for Harley. So it's a really nice collection, and I'm so excited to show you guys what it is. So this is just a first impressions of the palette. This is what she looks like when we open her up. And these are absolutely stunning shades. Like, look at the colours in there. They're so gorgeous. So they've got 5 shimmers in here and 4 mattes, which is quite a nice little combination as well, and all of the shades are just beautiful. So this is the packaging to the palette. So on the front you can tell it's Harley just by looking at this palette, and then on the side it says a little crazy, which I love. I think that's so cute. So all of the mini palettes like these, they all say on the side of them like a little quote or something on the side, which is really cool. I love that. So this one was £8, which I didn't think was too bad. It is quite a small palette, but the pigmentation, the colours, the fact that you're buying something that is Suicide Squad and Harley and DC collection and all that, so that's another reason I think it's a bit more expensive. But the pigment in this is absolutely incredible. I think it's definitely worth the money. You also get a cute little mirror in here too, which you can never go wrong with a mirror in a palette. They are always so helpful, and they just come in so useful. So I'm going to start off, and I'm going to use my base. I've got a P. Louise base for this one, which is one that I use all the time. This is the P. Louise base Rumour in the shade 0, and this is more of a white shade. Normally I'd use 2 or 4, but this one's more of a white, and when I've done my makeup today, I've done it a lot lighter than I'd normally use. So I've used a lighter foundation, I've used a lighter setting powder. Everything I've done a lot more Harley style. Like the way I've done my contour, I've done it more like Harley would have compared to how I would normally do it. So I've tried to kind of start as I mean to go on. I'm going to use one of these flat brushes to apply my base. This is such a good one though, and it is a white, so I'm just applying this all over my lid. Confer a little bit more. So I'm going to blend this out, and I actually opened up a brand new packet of beauty blenders today, so that's what I'm going to use to blend out with, one of these little mini ones. This pack of beauty blenders was actually from Primark, and I think it was £2 or £2.50, and you get 4 beauty blenders, all varied in size and varied in colour, and they're really cute. And honestly, they're definitely worth the money. They're so good quality. So this is now my base, and it's looking pretty bright and pretty kind of like white and clean. So I'm now going to go in, and I'm just going to use the tiniest bit of these 2 P. Louise bases, just because they're new. I wanted to try them out, and they're just really good products. So I'm going to use the tiniest bit of the pink, like, and I mean the tiniest bit of the pink. So that's as much as I squeezed onto my hand. This is literally just to add an extra layer to the base to help build up the makeup look. So I don't want to just put a lot of pigment on my face and expect it to work. I'd rather kind of build it up and start with a little bit and then build up and things like that. So I'm now going to use the same brushes I used before to apply, and a tiny amount of product goes a long way with this one. I'm just going to start applying this here along the line of my crease, and then just a little bit down here. Again, I don't want a lot of product. It's just to kind of start the makeup look off a little bit. So I'm just blending this out with the same beauty blender. I'm just using the bottom of it. And then I'm going to do the same thing on my other lid with the blue. So I've now done my bases of those, and you can just see there's a slight tint of colour. I just absolutely love my P. Louise base, and it's such a good base for your eyes, so I decided to use the tinted ones. These are the coloured bases from P. Louise if you are interested. So now these are the colours that I'm going to use. I'm going to go in with this kind of bright pink and blend it out using this lighter pink here, and then I'm going to use this gorgeous blue here as well. And I might tap into a bit of white from another palette to make this blue a little bit more of a pastel, just to kind of have something to blend it out with a little bit more, because it's a gorgeous palette but they've only got one shade of blue apart from the shimmery blue. So I might get a little bit of white just to kind of use something to blend it out a little bit better with, but we'll see how we go. So I'm going to go in firstly with this light pink, and I'm using my Real Techniques 301, I believe. Yeah, my Real Techniques 301 brush, which is one of my favourite brushes for applying any sort of eye product. It's just so nice. And I'm just going to start by running this on the outer 2/3 of my crease. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you guys can actually see a little bit of what's actually happening here. So I'm just going to do the kind of lids and then go on to the underneath my eyes afterwards. And I'm just tickling this up and trying to blend this up. So that is now what the pink is looking like. I'm doing the exact same thing with the blue. So I'm just going to clean my brush off, and this is totally irrelevant, but I just want to show you guys something that I actually got recently that is a lifesaver when it comes to cleaning your brushes. So it's this here. So this is a silicone matte, and it's got little bristles on it, as you can see. There's hundreds of them, and this is actually meant for scrubbing and cleaning pans. However, I saw this in the factory shop, I believe. I saw this in there and I was like, do you know what, this would be absolutely perfect for when it comes to cleaning off my brushes, because normally, all honesty, I use a zip off a bag because I like the little bristles, the kind of like the little pegs on the zip. I wipe it along there and it gets rid of all the excess product. But I thought this would be like a really good alternative, so I grabbed my brush and just really gently brush it over there. And now my brush is literally clean. Like, I can just brush that on my hand and nothing will come off. So it's just a quick and easy hack really for cleaning your makeup brushes between colours. I really like it, so I just want to share it with you guys. So I've just dipped into that blue. I also did forget to mention that all the matte shades in this palette have an indentation of Harley, which I think is really cool. It's the same with all of the other palettes in the collection. So the Batman one, the Catwoman one, and the Joker all have the same. They've just got their own individual indentations. So I'm going in with that blue and really lightly just blending that towards the outer corner. So that is what it's looking like, and I am in love with this colour. I'm just going to get a little bit more on the outer corner, trying to blend this out a little bit. So when this collection came out, I originally bought the Harley Quinn bag, the Harley palette, the Joker palette, and the Batman palette. And then I also bought the Catwoman highlight. Then I had a lot of issues with my order, which you may know, you may not know. I did explain it and kind of give a little bit of a story time in my last video. So if you are interested, then head over there and it's all explained. But I had such a mess getting hold of this collection. I eventually got some of it last night, so I managed to get a video up this morning, and there's another one going up this afternoon. So I originally did have 3 of the 4 palettes, and I wasn't going to get the Catwoman one because it is a stunning palette, but I genuinely looked at it and was like, I don't know what I could do with this. Like, I just didn't know what kind of look I'd be able to create with this without it just looking really basic. So I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to do with the palette, but when I did get hold of them yesterday, I couldn't get hold of that many products, and I didn't know if I'd still be able to get the other pieces, so I decided to pick that one up because it also looked absolutely gorgeous. The packaging and the actual product itself just looked gorgeous, and I couldn't resist. So I do have that one coming up this week, a video on that one, so I'm very excited, but also quite nervous because I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do with that palette yet, so I'm just going to kind of have to have a little practice and work it out. So I'm now going to dip into that blue again because I've already got the blue on my brush. So I'm just going to really lightly dip into that on the edges and then just tap the excess off. And now I'm just going to start to pull a little bit of this product underneath my eyes. I don't want too much right now because I'm going to build it. I'm just applying a little bit here and just blending that through. And I'm just going to keep playing with this until I'm happy and I've kind of dragged it to the middle of my lower lash line, and I'm just starting to pull it down. I'm gonna get a little bit more product and then do the same thing and just start to keep pulling it down. So that is currently what it's looking like, and I am so in love with the pigment in these products. They are so highly pigmented, and they are so pretty, so you cannot go wrong with these. And I really like the blue. I'll be honest, I usually hate blue eyeshadow on myself. I love it on other people, and I love playing with blue eyeshadow, but on myself it's usually something that I really don't like. I just don't think it suits me at all. But this one, I love the shade, and I think it's really highly pigmented and just gorgeous. So I'm just going to clean this brush off and then do the same thing with the pink. So I'm just slowly building up these colours and kind of just playing with them until they get to where I want them to be. So I'm going to go in with the light pink again. Just that one there. These do all have names, but the protector of the palette was what had the names on, just like the Morphe palettes. They always have. So I'm just doing the same thing on this side with what I did with the other one. But it's the same as the Morphe palettes. They always have the names of the products on the protector, which really does irritate me, if I'm honest, because I'm not one of those organised people that keeps the protectors for every single makeup palette. The odd one that's like an expensive palette or a really pretty palette, I do, or if I like the protector and it looks nice or anything, I do, but I don't do this very often. So it's more of a case of I'm now not going to know the names of these palettes, the names of the shades. I'll stick them all on the screen for you guys so you can see the names of the shades, but they're absolutely stunning. And when I'm just kind of referring to it, I'm like, this pink one here, because I can't tell the names of them. I probably do still have the protector in the bin somewhere, but I'm not gonna go rooting through the bin. So that is how it's currently looking, and I'm really starting to like this look. It's starting to come together. So I'm gonna use my 310 brush now, which is similar to the 301. These are my two favorites by Real Techniques, apart from this one is kind of more longer and fluffier, and this one's a little bit wider. But there's not that much of a difference in it. But this one's just kind of a smaller brush that's apparently shedding. So I'm going to go in with the blue again. And I'm just going to grab some of this blue. I might actually put a little bit of the purple in my inner corner of my blue, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'm going to stick this one kind of the outside there and just start to bring it down. So you've got that odd bit that kind of goes a little bit further than the rest. But I don't want it to be too over the top. I just want it to kind of give Harley vibes. I'm going to get the smallest amount of product and just join that up there at the bottom. And then kind of blend out this bit here. So I always end up doing my makeup with my head on a tilt, and I need someone to tell me no and tell me to stop, because it's really annoying. And I go back and I'm editing, I'm like, why did I do that? So I'm just cleaning this brush off, and it takes a matter of seconds. Like, it looks so blue now. I've already done a little bit, but it takes a matter of seconds. I did actually get a brush cleaning kit, and it's literally clean. It's amazing, because I think it's really handy and it's so good. And I have the biggest pain in the world wanting to use a brush, and then it ended up being covered in a different colour and I can't get it off, and I don't want to clean it properly at that time. Or like if I'm switching between a couple of different colours and I'm doing my makeup as well, like I am now. So I'm just trying to kind of do this in an outwardly direction, like I did on this side. It's kind of going towards that direction. I'm doing the same with this one, so it's moving more towards that direction, and build that colour up a little bit. So I'm kind of wanting it to come down a little bit as well, so it kind of matches the blue. So I'm going to go in and do like I did with the blue, and just do a couple of pieces a bit more prominent, and you can see a little bit better. So I'm just going to start to blend this up here. So this is what the look's looking like at the moment, and I'm not going to lie, the blue's a lot more pigmented and a lot brighter than the pink is. The pink is really pretty and it is very pigmented, but the blue is definitely a little bit more. So I'm now going to go in with the darker pink, which is this pink here. It's really pretty, and I'm just going to start to apply that into my inner corner. And already that one is so pigmented. It's really given a nice contrast between that and the light pink. So this is now how it's looking, and I'm a very big fan of this. So I want to go in with a glitter, and normally I'd cut crease at this point, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I even need to. So I wasn't sure which ones to go in with. This is a stunning inner corner shimmer, as I found out in yesterday's video. But I think I'm just going to re-swatch these glitters because they're gorgeous. I'm obviously going to do blue on this eye, but I only have purple and green shimmers for this one. So I either go over with a pink all of my base and then put a white shimmer over the top of that to kind of get that pink glitter look. Or we use one of the purples, but these are the swatches I've got. So I actually made at home with my dad, because my dad's really good at like making these kind of things. I actually made like swatch stencils, which I think is really, really cool. And we made little bat ones and little cat ones, and you'll have seen the Harley ones in this video already because I'll have inserted the clip for you. But like in my other videos, so if you go back and watch yesterday's video if you haven't already, you can see the little stencils, and they're just so, so cute, and they just kind of make it looks just a bit cuter when I'm doing the actual swatches rather than being really unneat, because that's one thing that annoys me about swatches, is they're always so unneat. But this is a bit of a swatch of those colours, and completely honest, I'm probably going to use this, but I might put a little bit of pink underneath just to kind of bring the pink out a little bit more. But it's a gorgeous colour, is that? And I'm just going to grab the blue. It's so pigmented, like look at how much, it's got such a creamy texture. It's a really, really nice product. So I'm just going to start and just apply this on my lid. The only worry I've got about this is the fallout. That's the only thing I'm not sure about yet, but we'll have to see. So I'm applying this kind of like 3/4 of the way across my lid, because I'm going to want to blend the powder, like the actual blue, into the glitter. So that's currently what it's looking like, and I'm already obsessed. I'm going to go in, like I said, and just do a little bit of the pink on my lid, just to give that little kind of undertone for it. So that's currently what it's looking like. So it's just kind of brighten the pink up a little bit. I'm just going to blend that bit out there. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that gorgeous purple there. Again, a very, very creamy one is this. It's a very creamy product. As you can see, it's a very, very highly pigmented one. And I'm just going to start to apply this along my lid. And yeah, the only problem I thought I might have with these is fallout. And the blue, I've got the tiniest amount of fallout. And majority of shimmers that I try, there is, you know, usually going to be some sort of fallout, because it's not always going to stick to your eye. Well, the purple one's got more fallout than the blue, but again, I'm very, very impressed because it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. But that is gorgeous. It's like a really, really shimmery pinky purple, and definitely putting the pink underneath definitely helped. So that's currently what we're looking like, and I'm going to blend that out with the shades underneath at the moment. I'm going to use this Revolution limited edition brush. That's all it says on it, so that's all I can tell you. And I'm going to go in with the pink to start with, the light pink, and I'm just blending the edges of this. And again there, just blending it out into the darker and lighter shades. And I'm going to go with a darker pink and just tap that into my outer corner. And then blend it into the shimmer. So it's kind of less of a line and more of a little gradient. So that kind of looks a lot better there. And I'm going to do the same thing with the blue. So I'm just going to clean this brush off. And then I'm going to go in with that blue and just do the same thing. Just to kind of blend it out a little bit more. And just kind of make it look a lot neater. So that is now what it is looking like. And that is absolutely gorgeous, is that palette. I'm going to go in with this white shade here for my inner corners, because I cannot resist an inner corner shimmer, and this one is gorgeous. So that is literally what it looks like when I apply it. Like, it's super pigmented. I'm just going to apply it on my other lid now. It's super pigmented, super pretty, and it blends really nicely. So I'm just blending it out a little bit so it don't look as crazy. So that is now what it's looking like. I'll be honest, I was going to do liner with this look, but I'm just not feeling it now. I really don't think I need to do any liner with it. So I'm going to go in with the Batman mascara because it's such a gorgeous one. This is what it looks like. It's a really, really chunky wand and a chunky mascara in general. I really, really like it. It gives a lot of lift and a lot of volume to your lashes. So I'm just going to start to apply this. And then the final touch for this look, I cannot do Harley without doing her little black heart. I actually dressed up as Harley for Halloween like 2 years ago, I think, when I went to Liverpool. But I'm going to do my best with this now. Okay, my hand is so shaky. I'm trying my best not to touch the rest of my makeup, but it's not very easy. And I'm not gonna lie, lie, I was going to fill it in, but I might actually leave it open just because it looks a little bit different. I'm going to make the line a little bit thicker. But I think I'm going to leave it open because I think it just looks a bit different. And then when it dries a little bit, I'm going to smudge it a bit to the right, just so it kind of like matches with the rest of the makeup look. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I've really enjoyed filming this. I hope you've all enjoyed watching this too. I'll just zoom you guys out actually. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I have really enjoyed filming this. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. If you want to see my other looks from the DC collection, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on to get a notification every time I upload a video. And make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment down below. Maybe some other videos you'd like to see, something you enjoyed about this video. Just leave me something lovely to read later on. But that is pretty much it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!